dirty eyes like he's on fucking meth. Like it's
Oh my
day
God,
5
we've
of
been
meth.
muted this entire time. I forgot to unmute this entire time, so only us have been listening.
Sure.
The poor stream has
That's
never
probably
been
good.
able to hear anything for the last hour and a half.
Nah,
The stream hasn't been able to hear anything.
Nope, nothing for the last hour.
That's probably
and a
why
half.
there's only 2 people on it. Me and fucking
Has
you.
someone said anything?
No
I haven't
one's
even
said
got
anything.
chat up.
No one's actually mentioned this, so I was wondering about that. But anyway.
Yeah, because I had the stream going before and I couldn't hear anything happening, and I was like, oh, I've got it. Maybe it's...
I've got it muted.
Yeah,
I've got it muted, but I guess
usually all muted.
you should.
That's scuffed as fuck.
Maybe you should put it in your timeline, unmuted now.
Yeah, you know.
Now streaming unmuted.
Now. God damn.
So yeah, I guess I summon my hawk and telepathically make it land next to Ignacio and do day 5 meth dirty eyes, where it's just like.
Hi. Is this your familiar?
I guess look at Ignacio and be like, "You talking to me or the bird? Bird can't hear you, mate."
Sorry. I'm not 100% on how they work.
Okay. And basically, I look at him and be like, he is Sir Hawkers. I can telepathically talk to him within 100 feet of our distances together. He can't do shit. He can't do shit. I've tried. Trust me, when you have Sir Hawkers around, after a while, he kind of almost fucks off, and you're like, shit, where'd my bird go? And he finds his way home, but I've learnt my distances for our communication for telepathic reasons.
Oh, that's fair enough. Tested, very well tested and tried. I appreciate that.
Well, it wasn't. It was a hard learning curve, trust me.
Oh, yeah, it sounds it.
Exactly. I basically had to almost had to shoot him out of the fucking sky.
Sounds like a waste of coal.
Yeah, well, he's a dick.
Okay.
So you got your,
All right,
your
now...
bird summoned. You're still, about a kilometer away. So you can send the bird off free will to scout. I will help you out with that, Mark, if you wanted to. You just can't,
Well, there's no point. He's got 100 feet, and if it looks,
just see
in my eyes, if that looks further than 100 feet, I'm not going to send the fucking bird out.
Look, I will help you as well. I will say that, given you'll be able to understand the telepathic range, so you don't have to worry about being like, oh, is this 100 feet? Is this not 100 feet? You've got the telepathic range, and you're quite adept at understanding that 100 feet range. So you don't have to be like, oh, it's 99 feet, or it's 101 feet. Do I know it? You just know it. And because you're a wizard as well, you're quite smart. You do know math. Now,
but a kilometer...
You'd be like, that's pretty
kilometer
precise.
is...
It's like, yeah, wizards are precise, man. Like, they spend years studying this shit.
Yeah, but a kilometer is 1,000 meters, and 100 feet is 33 meters, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm well aware that it's not even remotely close.
Thank you for the conversion.
Like, you're a bookworm, mate.
So should I assume... I'm not going to assume anything. You guys can tell me what you're doing. You're ages away, but you're on a hill, and it slowly rolls down so you can see. So you're on the top
we're on a hill.
You're on the top of this hill, like the start of it at least. You kind of walk a little bit forward, and you can see
What's the angle of the hill?
Down this. Like, this is
What's the angle of the
see.
hill? You got to realize,
You can see
gosh,
this
Wowander, this is a horrible thing, right?
Stop interrupting him.
You can have a 1 kilometer hill.
Let him speak.
On a 90-degree angle, that could be 100 feet.
Yeah, Beaster, it's that player. Look, if you want me to pull out the math, I can do it. It will just take time because I don't have it prepared. I just thought you would just roll with the punches for it. But you're about a kilometer away from the top of the hill. You don't have a fucking measuring tape. You don't have Pythagoras theorem to work out the fastest route between here and there. But you're on the top of the hill so you can see what's going on. That's what I want to project to you. You can see what's going on down here. So I'm not hiding the map or anything. You can see these buildings numbered and everything from it on the top of your advantage point from here. It's roughly a kilometer, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get into it.
No worries.
That's what you can kind of gauge from there.
No, I walk out to a bush and take a piss. And mind my own business.
Okay, so...
Mark, just for reference, you do really good questions at points. Just don't pull out the math. And same with you, Coffee. Don't pull out the math. I can do it if you want. If you want me to do a math stream, I'll
No, it's different though. If it's A kilometer away, is it a kilometer downhill or is
Just
it a
imagine.
kilometer on an angle?
It's it's whatever Josh has in his head, and you have to
Yeah.
work that out.
And apologies if I'm not describing it enough. I'm just trying to give you a judgment that it's far off into the distance. I'll retain from actually giving you measurements then, because it seems like that's the hang up. It's far enough into the distance that it will take you, maybe half an hour to get to, maybe less, maybe 10-minute walk. But it is visible from your advantage point that you're at currently.
Hang on.
So you're looking down onto this. You're looking down onto this scene, which is what we can all see on the map at the moment, and it's going to take you roughly 15 minutes to get to. That's kind of what I was insinuating with you're about a kilometer away on the top of a hill. So I'll refrain from giving you measurements if you want to pull up that. But that's what I'm envisioning. You're looking down on the scene. You can kind of see it. You'd come from the northeastern part over here.
Yeah.
And it's going to take you about 10-15 minutes to get to, so you can't really see too much.
We start northeastern, it's around here.
Yeah, where the path is. Northwestern, on the path is.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I just take a piss in the bush and telepathically use my Sir Hawkers to make sure no one's perving on my dick.
I assume no one's perving on your dick.
Well, Sir Hawkers is on the case.
Yes, we're adults.
I feel like Sir Hawkins is going to be a integral member of this party.
Or I may be looking at his dick.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to have a gaze.
Yeah.
Neither of you have seen a blue. Yeah, neither of you guys have seen a Videlkin before. Videlkins are. It's pretty interesting.
I also don't have a dick.
Heat?
So...
Is he packing heat or what?
Are you guys trying to cop a peek?
Yeah, I'm interested in penises in
Perception.
general.
Okay, so Sir Hawkins tells you, Craw! Oh, wait, mate. I can't. These guys are looking at your penis, or trying to look at your penis, mate. And you're still peeing at the point in time. So the two of you can give me a perception check, and Mark, you can have, with advantage, just fucking...
The hard thing is...
A dexterity to save.
I don't know. Do I cast Fog Cloud? I'm trying to figure out if I waste one of my spell slots just to hide. I'm trying to figure out it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm hung or if I'm short. So
Jeff sees dick, by the way.
Yeah, you see your dick.
You have advantage, and you can have. Here, let me help you out here because I need.
How about if I cast Fog Cloud? Because I feel like if I want to go down that route,
if you want to go down it, you can, and you'd be able to just hide it. There's no way they'll see through fog cloud. But if you want, let's have a look. You could use deception, kind of make it a little bit, more, a little bit more plump, maybe, or maybe just hide it straight.
Or you could do that thing where you
slide a hand even
between your legs and make it look like you have a vagina.
You could do a deception or a sleight of hand. It's up to you.
I'm trying to. You could press the digitation.
Actually, I will. Actually, I will just press the digitation. This is how it goes, right? So, I'm sitting here, barely grasping anything, but press the digitation, it goes like that, and I'm just like, yep. Hey, bro, if Cockroach and Robbie Deception was that really his dick size? So on that note, I cast Prestidigitation to kind of make my dick look bigger.
Alright, so you have advantage and you can do a deception.
Oh, that's this wrong thing. That's just spell.
You don't have to link it all the time. If I ask for it, by all means, go for it.
No, I'll click public roll. Alright.
You don't roll it.
Prestidigitation doesn't have a roll. Just
sorry,
roll straight.
Maybe do you put an odd odor on your penis?
Deception.
or maybe some faint musical notes.
Small spark. I created small spark around my penis.
This is
or do you soil the object?
Am I doing deception? Am I?
Yes, deception with advantage.
No worries.
You can do a hidden roll if you want. You can do a hidden roll if you want to make it even more funny.
Nah, it's fine. I'll accept.
He fucking loses, mate. I saw your dick.
Yeah, they both see it as is.
How is it?
So I feel at this point in time.
Go into incredibly descriptive detail about his penis.
You think we've seen a long dick?
So I feel that you saw what you saw was this, but you kind of just saw foliage in the background.
Honestly, I think that you
saw
explaining
bushes.
conflict of interest, Mark. I think
You saw
Sawyer
bushes,
has
and what you
right.
really saw was something
Mark,
like that.
How about we
You
do
saw
it my
that.
favorite way? Like, you were trying to hide it, you couldn't. I think it's a conflict of interest if you describe your own, phallic membranes and external extremities.
Even if I'm looking at something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Do you like RNG,
DM.
or do you want me? Do you like RNG, or do you want me to take an average?
Are you
Nah, take an RNG. That's RNG, my dick.
Nah, do RNG.
Roll-
Because this is
roll-
I can't believe a DM's telling me how big my dick is.
yeah,
I should be able to describe my dick. I can
Yeah,
pick my
D100. If you ever got
Hey, Mark, did you get to choose how big your dick was when you were born?
yeah, it's true. It's not on the character sheet either.
Yeah,
Character
exactly.
sheeter, so we're gonna roll
Alright,
up
well,
your dick.
You did get
Did
to
I-
choose
did I
to be
get-
Vidalkin, though.
Just go
Yeah,
slash
did I
roll.
get to pick wizard, or did I roll one? Did I roll a D100 to pick wizard?
Yeah, but you chose Vidalkin, and your body shapes and sizes were left as it was. Now, just for reference, I made coffee do the same thing.
Yeah, I've done the same thing many times.
Yeah.
We've
I
had
always
lots
put
of
my
mature
dick out.
You want
growth,
to
Mark.
retcon anything about your character, mate, you better believe there's going to be a D100 involved.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, it wasn't chosen. I like the RNG factor. It's comedy.
No.
We're doing it for fun. Roll me a D100. So you go slash in the chat
It's
box.
still going to be bigger than mine. So
Slash roll 1D100. Now, this is going to be broken up in parts to see how average you are.
Oh,
You are
11.
just barely above like the smallest group. Because I was going to say
You have
every 10 rolls,
the tiniest cock ever.
every 10 rolls, so it's 1 to 10, 11 to 20, they're the brackets. So you've got a very small penis. It's not the most small, but it's very small.
Can I
would
roll
say
for girth?
Can I just add that
This is just
the
averages.
Shield Maiden's clitoris is probably larger than that?
Can I roll
Okay,
for
it's not
girth?
that small. It's like, okay. For
I want to roll
argument's
for
sake-
girth.
Like, okay, sure. But give you another D100. But if we say that the average size penis, let's just say, is 6 inches, that would have been a 50. Okay? It would have been a 50. What we're saying is
roll
we're
a
sliding
1
down,
inch penis. You
we're
have a micro
sliding
penis,
down the
Mark.
scale to probably like 2 inches.
No,
Probably
1
got
inch,
a
bro.
2 inch. No. That would have been 1 to 10.
Am
it's
I more
probably-
girth?
6
Right?
inches.
No.
He rolled an
you're not going
11,
to do
right?
11, yeah.
And that's
the
near
second
12.
bracket.
And 12 divided by 60 is 5, right?
No, it's not that. Don't dim me maths.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
dim me maths.
Yeah.
he's using a scale.
I'm using a scale. Okay? So he's got second lowest in the scale. You didn't get the smallest scale, so it's not a 1 inch penis, but you've probably got like a 2, maybe a 3 inch penis. And it's definitely not
3
girthy.
inch this shit, mate. He's
It's-
got a
it's
2.
definitely like
He's
a
on the
2.
lower echelon of
2.1.
2 as well, mate.
I reckon
11.
to go on coffee standpoint, I reckon you're peaking at like 11 inches, potentially debilitating.
Like,
And so-
I think it's almost inside you, mate.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely usable. It's definitely functional. But it's small.
So does
It's very
coffee
small.
kind of see me? Does coffee just see me holding my scrot and there's urine's coming out?
It's a 2.1 inch penis. We're going to say there. We're going to end it there. A small 2.1 inch penis. And what you guys see, you can describe, Mark, but you got to enact a 2.1 inch penis. You guys went this way. I had combat and other things planned, but we're talking about a penis.
I guess-
2.1.
So what do they see, Mark? What do they see?
do I? Can I sense that they're looking at me?
Oh yeah, the hawk
You got
told you.
told.
Mate, the hawk told you.
The whole
Yeah,
told me
me
they're
too.
looking at me.
This is why this is
Yeah,
happening.
I just turn around to them and like, I do the old when you're drunk and someone calls your name, you do the old what kind of deal. I
You
do
just-
that one
Straight
Yeah.
and kind of
scrum.
turn around and just extreme comes out of like dehydrated yellow fucking urine, and I'll be like, it grows. I swear it. I swear it grows. Yeah, exactly, it grows. I'm showing, and then just turn back around and kind of telepathically like, fucking. Oh, I really want to kill my hawk right now for not doing a good job.
Nah, fuck you, mate. I told you what was coming on. Now, Mark,
As he turns, I just look away and
Your hawk is
and
you.
like I wasn't looking and ignore.
I guess I just kind of do the old shoulders low, head over, being like, "Fucking hell."
Now, Mark,
And probably morale went from like peaking straight down to like I'm probably sitting at a 2. I'm probably gonna get disadvantage on my next attack roll. Put it that way.
It's definitely made that hard weird.
It's definitely like going forward for the next probably 5-6 hours. I'm gonna be pretty morally hurt.
Yeah.
Ego is shot.
Now, Mark, I just love the fact that I could do a great voice. I think at least on your hawk, but you do control the hawk, so. Technically speaking, I shouldn't really talk for your hawk, but if you tell me like in general what your hawk does, I'm more than happy to give you a voice to the hawk. I'm also happy to not do that because it is your hawk, and you could.
Have you got something funny lined up though? That's the question.
Oh, it's a magpie for sure.
I
can't. Fuck you, mate.
Look, if you got something lined up, I'll happily.
Have you seen that meme?
Yeah. It's like my voice for the hawk would be like a magpie, like I can't, like a real Aussie bogan. That would be it. Fucking swoopy boys can't. Yeah, got the 6'9" on you. Gonna pass it to Jimmy. But it's up to you. So let me know. Okay, so after this,
at this point in time, I feel like I need to let you know that my morale and like body image right now is quite damaged. So I'm not feeling very confident in myself right now.
Yep, Mark.
I don't have arms and legs, all right? You'll be fine.
You don't get advantage. So you get inspiration for that, for being a champ, role-playing through your small penis and actually taking it on morale-wise that you want to be fucking really, really sad. Coffee, you also get inspiration as well from before, kind of staying true when you were describing the way you were going through the whole survival mechanism. I felt that was really true to what a barbarian would do as well.
What do you mean? Like, just...
You killed it. That's enough.
Yeah, for what you were describing as how you would investigate with your survival check as a barbarian, and the actions as well of being a very good shield mate, because that is your deity as well, kind of with kids. Yeah. Those two combined, I feel, have been really good role-playing elements this game.
Hey, thanks.
Ignacio, if you don't have one as well, I think...
No, I've got one. It's all right. Yeah, don't praise me.
That's what I thought. But I will point out that you did a really good job.
Don't honey dick me, bitch.
At being that really kind of on the spectrum character there with no regard to kind of like bartering or anything like that. So I really like that.
Gotta give him the Lampros treatment, mate. Never give him inspiration.
No, he's not Lampros. It's fine.
Fuck, yeah. Lampros.
I do love Lampros, though. Lampros carries the game. I love it. Okay, so Mark's AFK, but that's fine. So this is what you guys see. It's up to you. I gotta like chain him to the chair or something because he's usually the most talkative as well. This is what you see, and it's up to you how you guys want to approach this. You don't see from this distance as it is without anything further. You don't see anyone or anything kind of lurking around.
I'll just approach not stealthily but cautiously and keep an ear and eye out for danger. Okay.
You can give me a perception check as you're kind of walking through. Depending on how well it is, it'll be cool. So to get like from what you were talking about is trying to get a sense of danger and things like that. What I equate that to is as you get closer to it, you're probably let's go back to like the weird imperial system where it's feet and stuff like that. You get to about 300 feet away. Now it's just Ignacio, and you guys can let me know what happens. And in fact, I'm going to stop it there. But you do see some things there, Ignacio. I won't say anything further because the other two have difficulties in discerning things.
Is this like a slide or are we like Rocky Mountain ranges? Yeah,
it's cruisy. It's chill. It's chill.
I guess I just.
So Ignacio starts like walking cautiously, not too fast, not too slow, down it, and you see he's kind of like on alert, looking around, specifically kind of in this these ruins that are here. You can see from this distance that the buildings are crumbled and kind of like falling down. That is apparent, but you don't see any creature, anyone, or anything kind of like lurking around.
Okay. Reflecting on what previously went through, I guess I kind of like look up and realize that Ignacio is kind of walking downhill, and kind of be like, okay, I want to go towards where Ignacio is, and just kind of like not paying attention to any of my surroundings at all, and just like looking at my penis and reassessing my size and being like, is this really upset? So like, I'm not aware of any obstacles in front of me or what's really in front of me. Only that Ignacio is in.
Don't have to worry about obstacles in front of you, mate.
Well, I could trip over a rock and fall down. I don't know.
Let's
All
try
I know
that.
is that Ignacio is in this direction, and I'm walking this direction, looking at my penis, trying to reassess my life, and just feeling quite sad about my situation. So, yeah. Do I make it to Ignacio?
Yeah, so
Or did
far
I
so
fall
good.
over?
Like, you're just kind of being
Yeah.
a mopey boy.
No, you
Walk
fall
around.
through the earth in a fissure of fire and
Well, I
flame.
could trip over and
Rolling
create a
for
fucking
life.
rock slide. I could trip over a rock and cause a ruckus. I don't
Can
know.
I say, I just sort of, before I meet up with them, I sort of scan over the village, just looking slowly, and then I sort of just maybe grab my great axe out, bring it down, and then just walk towards the guys. I feel like something's amiss here. I've got a bad feeling.
Yeah, okay. Give me that perception check there. I've just put your tokens up there. Just ignore them for now. Like,
Yep.
they're still far away.
Further back, yeah.
Okay. I'll take a cheeky perception roll there. Let's do that. Done.
What I'm doing currently is I'm looking at how far away you kind of get a gauge of things. Ignacio so far seems to be able to spot things further away. I'll leave it to you, Mark, as well, if you want to kind of look. It's up to you and your character. Like, if you're being a sulky boy, maybe you don't want to be looking around, you're kind of a bit too internal. The travel down is fine. You don't have to worry about creating a landslide or anything like that. I do appreciate the thought that you've given me, because I'm like, oh, that would be fun. But no.
Well, it's not
it's a
I thought you'd be
simple
like,
journey.
you trip over a rock
No,
and
it's-
everyone
it's-
notices you.
It's
cool
a
to
simple
watch.
journey.
It feels like flowing sort of like grassy hills. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
I'd
simple
like
road.
So you might
Okay.
We-
trip on like a
I assume we've all been kind of like bush
badger or
bashing a
something.
little
I don't
bit.
know.
We've been to a doof, we've been to a bush bash. It's like, ankle height kind of grass, and that's the pathway. What I point out here is it hasn't been worn on in a while. It's kind of like the start of a rainbow serpent. Everything else is kind of a little bit more densely forested, but it's a simple journey. It's not too rocky, it's not too hard. Like, you can be out in a daze and still walk normally. You're not that retarded.
Yeah.
You're not that emotionally overcome.
Okay, well, I kind of walk like 20 feet in front of Ignacio, staring at my penis before kind of realizing my situation, looking around, and being
You
like,
want to look
fuck.
at the town as you're coming along.
No, I do the old fuck. What is all this shit? Like, I'm so concentrated on my penis size right now. I'm like, fuck, and then just kind of do the whole shit. Just drop.
Yeah,
Like,
perfect.
if like the police came by and you're doing something illegal, I just drop to the ground, kind of just fuck, and just kind of lay on the ground and stone cold.
Yeah, cool, love it. All right, so Ignacio, let me just have a look. Ignore the 1 square equals 10 feet as well. This is what happens when you're bad. All right, so that's 10 feet away. So you're about 100 feet away, Ignacio, and you seem to be the first person to realize. Off into the distance, you can see, as you're coming down, you can see a couple of giant rats. Off into the distance there.
I see some rats up ahead.
They're about 100 feet away at this point in time.
About 100 feet away at this point in time.
I should stop giving you numbers. They're off in the distance, just outside of like your optimal firing range, I would say. But you're able to firstly spot them, being the wise scout that you are, really on alert. And after Ignacio points these out, the rest of you can actually see them there as well.
No worries.
Roughly 100.
I guess.
Can I piff a javelin at one of them?
Probably not.
Sure.
Pythagoras,
Once
let's
I'm in
do it.
range.
What are you
Once
angles?
you're in range, all right. These are different things here because range is susceptible, right? I'll say you're like.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, just to make this clear, when I give you a distance, this is metagaming. Like, your characters know how far they can throw as well. So you don't have to be like, 100 feet, is it actually 100 feet? Is the fucking moon shining on me? Shit like that. You can do that if you want, but when I say 100 feet, just trust me, like, your character would know it. You're born warriors, essentially, or mages. You know how far you can test it. It's like, you know how far you can reach. Like, I know how tall I am, and I know how far I can reach. It's natural. Your javelin. What's the range of your javelin? I thought it was like 40, 120.
30, 120, same as a crossbow.
30, 120.
So yeah, you could piff a.
Okay.
You know that from this range, you could piff it, but it would be hard to hit.
Well, I want to walk into 30 feet range in a very cavalier sort of manner, like I'm not fucking afraid of him or anything.
All right, so you're just gonna boldly straight. Okay, so
Fuck,
your next
no, man,
action.
I'm a barbarian.
Yeah. So your next action, I'm just helping you out, locking you in because you know how much I love helping you out. Is you're gonna walk up until you got 30 feet of range. So up until, let's get your calculator out. Until the first one, which is still
Why not? Well, he's 15 feet away from us now, so I'm in range.
I'll just put your characters there just for the shits and gigs, all right? Just for the shits and
Okay,
gigs.
well,
For ease. It's strictly for ease for the DM.
Yeah, strictly for ease of me because I'll do it eventually. Okay, so that's all you want to do.
Yeah.
All right, because you know how much I love catching you in these loops. You can cut me off before I say something, and I'll try and be slow, but that's what I'm just imagining what you're doing. All right, Ignacio. You've seen them. You've told the group about them.
I'll start stealthing towards them to get in
stealth check,
optimal range.
which is 30 feet as well.
Yeah. One, sorry.
Yeah, cool. And force kin. I just imagine that you're a bit preoccupied with your own internal dilemmas, but you kind of hear what's going on in the back of your mind at least.
I guess just to provide an update, I've telepathically brought my bird over.
Yeah, it's going on, cunt.
Yep. And I have lifted up his fur to do a comparison on penis size.
Yeah, what are you doing, cunt? There's my dick.
I've done one of the old... What are you packing then, huh? I'm bigger than you, surely.
It's a fucking hawk. You better be bigger.
Do you want to play this game? You want to play the game, Mark?
Yeah, well, that's it. What does he roll? What does the hawk roll?
Holy fuck. How do you fly with that thing, mate?
So he's got the highest percentile on hawk penises.
Oh.
I hate
biggest hawk penis on record.
Yeah, it's almost up there on the biggest hawk penis record.
It was bigger than mine. I got a big issue.
It's probably going to be bigger than 2.1 inches. Fuck, cut! What are you doing? Looking at my dick. Oi, stop lifting my feathers. You fucking.
You need to tell me it's bigger because I need to play in character. My playing in character doesn't end well.
Eddie, if you can find something as well, let me know.
I know that a guy named Mark Falcon had a 14-inch penis, but I don't think that's relevant. I don't think they really have penises. They just have that one poo, piss, shit sex hole.
Yeah.
And it's just like a hole and a little nubby thing comes out. They're birds.
To let you know, for perspective, this is a male hawk. Sir Hawkus is a male.
It'd be like an inch.
So they
at
don't
most.
they don't have sexual penises technically. The more
thank God.
Do male hawks have a penis? It seems like most male birds do. With like a collar. Anyway, we're not going to go into it. He doesn't have one. We'll say.
Thank God. I was going to say I calmed the bird down before pulling out my small knife and killing it. That was the process that was going to happen if he had a bigger penis than mine. I had to kill my familiar.
And again, it's a percentile. So just because it rolled 98 doesn't mean he's got a 9.8 inch penis. It means he's
for character base.
He wouldn't be able to fly if he had a 9.8 inch penis.
Then he's got a weapon. He's fucking neat. I fly my hawk down and he fucking whacks him in the face with a dick. So Sir Hawkus hasn't got a bigger dick than me.
No,
he's got a cloaca.
Thank God.
Yes, he does.
I really didn't want to have to kill my familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to assume you're just kind of trudging along.
No, I'm still laying in the bush, stationary, kind of looking at my hawk, trying to find his sexual organs.
So you're 100 feet away, kind of more preoccupied until combat starts, metagamingly speaking here, because I'm trying to just understand.
Yeah, 100%. I'm 100% telling you right now that
you're preoccupied and not caring what everyone else does as they get prepared for combat, because it's quite obvious.
I didn't even realize they're preparing for combat. I am so upset right now that my penis is that tiny that I'm pulling out my knife, getting ready to kill this hawk. Being like,
you're finally after years realizing your penis is tiny.
Haven't you been? Haven't you known your
like,
penis is this small all your life? Like,
yeah, but I never really thought about it until someone looked at my. No one's ever looked at my penis while taking a piss. It's inadequate for me. Now that everyone's looking at it, I've become very fucking self-conscious about my size of my penis.
All right.
So yeah, so I'm oblivious and I'm like 100 feet away from everyone right now.
So we get a surprise round with Ignacio first. Coffee, metagamingly speaking, they see you just charging, like striding along, but Ignacio gets a pot shot before things happen because he's going stealthily. They weren't able to discern.
All right.
Just to give you some context there. So you get to a 30 feet away. This is going to be annoying and hard, but you get to 30 feet away. Ignacio is able to take a pot shot off at the closest one only, because I assume you're trying to get to the closest one.
Yep.
Yep. So you got your surprise round there, and then we're going to go straight into initiative. So, firstly, select your token. Click on the map on your token. Then you can roll afterwards. So as long as you are clicking on your character on the map, there we go. Love it, guys. Thank you.
I'm irrelevant right now.
But you still
roll it.
Yeah. I'll still roll.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to delete things.
Rat boy.
Sorry, what am I clicking on? Clicking on.
Click on your character, so your blue man on the map. Then roll on initiative.
Oh, I gotcha.
Whoops, you got 17. Cool. But you got your surprise shot there, Ignacio.
Fuck.
You did it. A 6. Oh, really? A 1. All right. Well, we
No,
love
I have advantage, right? Because it's a stealth. He hasn't seen me.
True.
Advantage.
You do. My apologies. I got
otherwise,
so
I would
excited
have
with
just
the
rolled a
1.
normal roll. Yeah, fucking yeah.
24.
That's why it is the. All right, cool.
Hit the damage. Hit that damage, baby. Yeah. Okay. Surprised by the ambush that's going on. I gotta remember how to do this as well. Here we go. Surprised by the ambush that's going on. This first rat takes a bolt straight to the face. It goes through his jaw with a... It just falls to the ground straight away.
I use my bonus action on my surprise round to shoot at the one that's out of optimal range. But because I have advantage, the disadvantage just makes it a normal roll.
Normal roll. Yes. That's fine. Which one? 2, 3, or 4? The next closest?
Let's just say that. No, I will...
Going in order. 1, dead. 2, 3, 4. In that kind of snaky pattern.
Would 4 be within 120 feet? Or within my...
Currently, you are... Yeah, everything's within 120 feet, man. You had 120 feet from the top.
Okay, I'll go the furthest away then for this second shot.
Furthest away. This one here.
I'm rolling... Inspiration?
All right.
Yeah.
That's why you save inspiration for combat, usually.
Yeah.
You know.
I got 2 inspirations.
Oh! 1 in 400!
Oh!
As long as it doesn't hit me or the bird, I'm happy.
Eddie? This is what I love.
Do you know there's a 1 in 400
Do you want
chance
to do 100 or something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, 1 in 400.
Yes, please.
Please don't tell me because my
46.
familiar.
46. Broken bone.
Fucking
You break a
what?
bone in your hand. Okay, so for speak on this, your hand suffers some extreme pain and some of the cogs fall out.
From the
you suffer disadvantage for
Oh,
for
no!
the rest of the encounter, and you take 1d6 every round until healed. So we'll say you take 1d6 right now. Yes.
All right. Okay.
equivalent of your
Yeah. All right. I will.
Or every round.
Do you want me to roll the 1d6?
Yeah, you roll a 1d6 right now.
4.
Take 4 points of
All right.
damage.
Okay, I'm going to use my action surge. All right.
Yeah.
To try and shoot that same cunt again.
Now, I'm going to say, considering
for,
your strings are
it's a new turn, yeah, and I'd get disadvantage on it because it wouldn't
Hang
be
on.
stealth anymore.
Yeah.
Where's my character?
You didn't stealthily
caught,
approach anything. So
No, but
Ignacio-
Ignacio is a fighter, and he's got numerous actions in his turn. So this is all still his one surprise round.
It's my one
Oh,
turn.
really? I
It
thought
still
he
is one turn. No.
next turn.
No. He hasn't taken it yet. Don't worry. I just have played with Eddie before, and he's like Lampros. Don't stress. I can explain this to you. He's got one attack, second attack, action surge, third attack, which he will do at every advantage possible. You miss on that one, by the way. And
Yeah, for sure. And I'm like, oh, like I don't know. I wouldn't be in pain. I'd just be like shaking my hand like it's something.
Can you roll it again for me? Because technically speaking, you have disadvantage because you
Oh
have
yeah,
two
and I could roll
disadvantages.
fucking another one. Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's all I want to see is if you roll another one. Let's try and see if you rolled.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Now the surprise round's over. We are in combat. You guys. So Forcekin, you are like. You're roughly 70 feet away. You're kind of aimlessly walking around talking to your bird about penis sizes. 70 feet away.
Sadly, my action
It's
roll
not your turn
is
just
very
yet.
sad.
It's not your turn just yet, but I'm just giving you the magic image so you can prepare. Because Wiz is always prepared the longest. She bid. You are 30 feet away from the closest one that's just died. Unfortunately. It's your turn right now, though. And it will only take you an extra 10 feet of movement to get to the next closest target. To get that 30 feet so you don't have disadvantage.
Okay,
Does
done.
that make sense? Because you're currently... Oh, you could almost be on the map. You could almost be on the map. So you can get within range of... Let's have a look. Let's actually have a look. If you want to hit any of these, you're 30 feet away from this guy. You can move 10 feet there. You can hit the first one. You can hit the second one. If you take your whole movement, you can hit any of them. But if you just want to hit the first one,
I'll go
you
the
can take
first
10
one.
feet. Yep.
So I
So
want
you
to get
move-
within. I don't want to engage him in melee combat
Melee
just
combat.
yet.
You just want to do the javelin. That's fine. That's what I
Yeah, I
thought
want
you were
to.
doing.
I want to chuck a javelin in his face.
Yep. The
To
first
assert my dominance, you know.
The first one died, unfortunately, because that's the one you were going for. The second one, however, you
Yeah.
can easily, just walk a little bit further. 10 feet movement. You've got 20 feet left. Piff this javelin at him.
Okay, shall we piff a javelin?
It's up to you. That's what you said before. I'm just going with what you told me last time. You saw that Ignacio killed the first one quite easily. 10. I'm fairly certain that's a miss.
Inspiration.
Javelin to the foot.
You do have inspiration. That is correct.
Seems like a.
But that's a miss. So far, that's a miss. So as you're seeing it, you're like,
Alright,
as the
fuck
javelin's
it, I'm gonna
flying through
burn
the
my
sky, you're like,
inspiration then.
oh,
Fuck
that's not
yeah.
good.
All right, you ready? I'm going javelin again.
Good up. That's a hit there, buddy. All right, so you've able to hit it. In the chat box, all you need to do now is just click the wording javelin. In the game's
Yeah, I
chat
know.
box, hit it.
8
8
piercing
points
damage.
So nice, so nice. This rat as well is also taking a javelin. A kasplat, exactly. Look, we're not Matt Mercy here, so it just takes a javelin through the abdomen and it fucking dies as well. You've got 20 foot of movement left. Technically speaking, 20 foot of movement still barely puts you on the map.
Yeah, I'll just I sort of
20
take
feet of
10
movement.
feet, chuck the javelin, see the javelin hit,
There you go.
take my other 20 feet,
Anywhere here.
feeling fucking energized.
Anywhere here. In like the borders. You guys are off borders.
Yeah, I want to walk closer to the next guy.
Okay, so that would be
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect.
either of these two points here. You can walk there.
Yes, perfect.
Go for it. Move your character.
Right there. Right there.
You can
Well
move your
done.
character.
Hang on.
That's 15. That's right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next in order is Force Kin.
Okay.
You're 70 feet away. You've got the bird
Yep.
in your hands. What do you want to do?
Yep.
You kind of heard, you hear off in the distance the sounds of combat, like
Yeah.
ha ha, kung, ow, fuck my hand, and the
I kind of just be like, send up my bird and be like, what the fuck is going on? Why are people yelling and screaming and things sound like they're dying? And send my bird like 90 feet in the air. What do I see?
Okay, so
We're 90 feet in the air, 75 feet away. What do I look
help
at?
me out here? Like help me out here. You want to try and observe the battlefield, right?
Yeah, I don't. This is basically my action round is essentially just being like send the bird up. Was it C and then put my penis away and call it a day.
Yeah. No, cool.
And potentially stand up.
leave the math to me. You just want to observe the battlefield, right?
I just freak out on hearing the shit, put my penis away, and send my bird up.
No, so you tell your bird, go have a look. I'm trying to help you out here a little bit. Like, go scout the battlefield.
What is the bird? The bird just shoots forward like 20 feet and goes straight up in the air. I like it. And what do I see?
So you see the battlefield unfolding as it is. You see some things off into the distance as well. Yep. This is pretty much like what the battlefield you can see currently is what your bird can see that relays to you, of course.
Yep.
What is off into the distance? Someone's playing like Word with Friends. You can see these two rats over off in the distance here. This is what you couldn't see before. And as the bird's doing an aerial kind of scouting of this area here, that's what you can see. Now, again, don't worry about the math. Let me worry about the math.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you can see the battle's going on. Ignatio's kind of still hiding in the shadows. Shebeard has just maybe put away the javelins, taking out the great axe. There's a couple of rats right in there. And there's a couple of rats kind of near this statue here.
Okay. Do I get any perception of what's going on around, like here, or here, or here?
Yeah. There's nothing else going on.
Okay. I kind of just be like, oh fuck, like push my tears away because I'm upset.
Some of the buildings have
almost killed my familiar. I put my pants up and like, oh fuck. Kind of yell at Ignacio, there's fucking more rats down there. There's more rats. And then I call my bird back to me and I end my turn.
Mm-hmm. You can still move.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just overwhelmed with almost killing my familiar.
All right, so you're very far away now because you can see the other guys are walking forward.
Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed with upsetness and just fucking not having a bar of it.
All right, I'll leave my comments for after the game. All right, looking at the turn order. Oh god, I've moved it away. Where did I put it? Is it this one? Yes, there we go. Ignacio, you're back up again. So you no longer have a surprise round. Firstly, you got to take 1d6 damage. You can spend a turn healing yourself. With a successful. You can spend a turn healing yourself with a successful medicine check of 10.
Will it be a would it be so? Like, let's say like the whatever's broken in my prosthetic is like cutting into my stump.
Yeah, that's what I imagine it as. Really good imagination there. I like it, Eddie.
All right, and I will.
It's like a busted cog hitting your skin.
Yeah, I have to take the hand off to kind of look at it, and I'll try and patch it up. Ugh.
Okay, your whole turn is spent into looking at it. Unfortunately, you don't spend this round is unsuccessful. I don't know anything else a fighter can do to be able to do this. You've kind of taken
no. It's like that's exactly what I was going to do anyway. It's fine.
All right, Ratty boys. All right, finally, Rat Pack can actually attack. Let's have a look. See here. Yeah, easy. 1, 2. Rats are coming at you, Coffee. Rats are coming at you, Shebeard.
Okay, perfect.
Your hawk is still... This is what I don't understand. The hawk is still going on and scouting as far as I'm aware, foreskin, but I don't want to...
No, I made you aware that I brought it back to me.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, before I end my turn, I brought it back to me and just kind of knelt up and just been like, whatever, caught my turn.
What I'll do then is...
I was upset that my penis was small and just did nothing up. I was so overwhelmed with what's going on at the moment that I'm like, send my rat out to figure out what's going on and then just kind of find myself. That was literally my only turn.
That's fine. So for everyone's peace of mind, metagamingly, Mark, technically you're the only one to understand where these rats are. You could probably convey where it is. I'm not going to move them because that's their last known location, just to let you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Like
in combat,
I'm just, as I said, like my concentration isn't relaying anything. I'm just overwhelmed.
What's your armor class?
Sorry?
What's your armor class?
My armor class is 15.
Okay, so you take 8 points of damage as both of these rats surging towards you kind of go into a frenzy. and they both chomp down onto you.
You Stone's Endurance. You can focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12, add your con modifier, and reduce the damage by that total.
Okay. I won't tell you which one's which, but you can do that on either of them. Do you want to do it on the first or second?
Whatever, you can choose. Roll a fucking d2.
Okay. Roll 1d2. You do it on the first one. Okay, first one. Give me a roll D. Give me that roll.
Hang on, what is that? Hang on. I need a...
It's a d12 plus your con. So it's d12 plus 3.
Slash roll
d12 plus
d12 plus 3.
It was a 12, right, Eddie? It wasn't a 10?
9.
It was a 12 and not a 10, right?
Or 4.
Yeah, it was d12.
Yeah. Okay. So you actually only take 3 points of damage there as you shrug off the first rat easily. Just bah! It kind of goes for one of your biceps. And you
so
just
3 points of damage?
You take 3 points of damage.
Cool.
The D100 was to do it into brackets, Mark. So the D100, we'll take this offline. Okay.
I was taking the piss. It was a joke.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's the end of the rat's turn. Shebeard, you back up. So you've got 2 rats in front of you there, Shebeard. One to your left, one to your right. You've also got your great axe out as well. I'll help you out there as well.
I got my great axe.
I assume as you're walking into combat, as you told me, I inferred that you would pull out your great axe because you're going into melee combat. You threw your javelin, and I inferred that you'd pull it out.
Yep.
I'm going to use the word infer a lot just to show you that I listen, but sometimes it's not clear. So you got 2.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna hit the one that's like sort of in front of me, like this. I'm gonna hit this one. I'll just ping it. That one.
Easy. Yep.
And I'm gonna hit him with the great axe for some damage. Hopefully, 15.
Oh, that hits. Click the great axe dash giant slay in the chat box right now. Should be quite easy.
And he's dead.
It does. Yes, you know that the giant rat does.
I guess with a large swing of my great axe, get it straight in there.
Right up in there.
Straight. Killing that rat straight in the head.
Yep, sweet. It
Left,
splits.
right,
With a deafening crack, the giant rat's head splits in 2.
And then I sort of glare. Can I sort of like glare at the other one?
Yeah, sure.
In a really menacing way, like a "You're next," sort of.
Love it. I assume that's it.
Yep, that is.
Yep,
that's it.
I'm still trying to remember like what bonuses you have at level 2. I don't think you have any.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. It's I've kind of come to my senses that there are big issues at play right now.
You're about 70 feet away from the closest target,
yeah,
Mark.
That's totally fine. And I have my familiar has independent actions for myself. Kind of coming to my senses, being like, "Holy fuck! There's a fight going on. Shit's happening." I send my familiar 90 feet in the direction of. On the angle, or where the fuck's the pointer?
Leave the math. Just tell me what you're at.
Just like in that direction, in this direction here. 90 feet in this direction here to scout any potential enemies.
Yeah.
And what do I gauge or what do I see? Okay.
Yeah, the rats have moved forward. The rats you saw before have starting to move forward a little bit.
Yeah. Also, I bring them. So obviously, information is relayed to me, and call back Sir Hawkers. At this point in time, I'm 75. I'm 75 feet away. Did you say
70 feet away from Shebeard? So on the map, you're 70 feet.
Shebeard, 70 feet away.
Yeah.
Can I move within 55 feet of my nearest enemy?
Can you move within 55 feet?
This guy here, yeah, that guy there.
Yes, because that only means 15 feet moving.
Yep. So is that
another 15 feet to move if you want that now or later?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll move 15 feet.
Yep, you're in range of this rat.
Okay, awesome. And at this point in time, I would like to use Ray of Frost on
Roll it.
that rat.
Yep.
And
Roll
here we go.
It hits. Is this a... Yeah, that's just... No, that's the hit. Firstly, it's 60 feet. You can move within 60 feet of it. That's fine. You're just a little bit closer.
So that's what I meant.
away.
Like within 55 feet of it.
Yep, that's fine. It doesn't hit, unfortunately. So, given the range, given everything else that's going on, it kind of just barely misses it.
Yeah. And can I end my turn with yelling something? Is it okay? Is it allowed?
Yep. Speaking's a free action.
I normally say speaking's a free action, but you limit it to 6 seconds. So it gets a little hard to remember what 6 seconds is.
Okay.
For now,
There are more enemies coming
yeah,
to the north, south, east. To the east.
Yeah,
more enemies from the east is fine.
There are more enemies coming to the east. Be careful. There we go.
I'll usually, that's totally fine. I'll
Is that
usually
okay?
say, yeah, that's totally fine. I'll cut you off if I feel you're rambling on too much, and then I'll tell the other players only listen to this much here. Ignatio, it's your turn. So you're 30 feet away from the closest rat.
Feeling pretty sick.
Yep, you take another 1d.
Bleeding's not stopping.
You take another 5 points damage.
What did I take before? I didn't take the other bit off.
Meta talking. Is there any?
2, 1,
We
2.
know what's going on. Are there notable side effects of what's going on?
What's blood coming out?
He's also not near us, so we
with
can't really
your
see.
passive perception, Mark, as you can, with Force is Kin's passive perception coming through,
I rolled a 1 on medicine.
you can see that Ignatio is down and struggling with his hand, and it seems like it's bleeding.
Do you want to increase it to a D8 with that one? I made the bleeding worse.
No, I don't. For skill checks, I don't do crit fail. Skill checks, skill checks.
Okay, that's fair.
This is all right. So sorry, guys. This is where it's getting harder for me. Like,
So, Mark,
are these,
what you can see
are these
is-
noticeable to me? Like, can I
For you,
see,
yes.
or do I know what's going on with
Yes.
him? Like, I don't. So this is hard for
It's-
me right now.
Yeah. For Mark, what your character can see is Ignatio is pretty much... Fill me in here, Eddie, if you want me to not do this. But he's on his knees. He's on his knees, clutching his right hand where he would have a crossbow. The crossbow is pretty much just cogs and springs, really horribly disformed, and he's trying to stop the bleeding really badly. That's kind of just spouting out. So you've got your arm. His arm's lopped off because he's part mechanoid, and the part that is actually human has taken a beating. It's like cogs and springs, metal pierced his actual skin, and you can see it bleeding. Because at this point in time, you're 55 feet from the closest enemy, which means you're only 15 feet away from Eddie as well. And this is quite easy to see that he's in pain, trying to bandage it himself, and you can see that he's struggled. When you see the 3, or you see me saying he fails, if you're in range...
I'm just frantically
fuck! You can see he's trying to patch it. Trying to stop the bleeding, at least for now. And you can see he's kind of getting woozy and everything. Shebeard, you're focused right on the combat right now. I assume you're still here.
Okay.
Can I just ask, is my crossbow broken, or is it just the way the bolt fired, it damaged my hand? Which is what's broken? The arm or the crossbow?
You got your double crossbows, so it's you can still take an action to shoot.
I retconned it because I only have one. I need a hand because remember I wanted to use a hand to load ammo.
Do things. Yeah.
I don't want to be cheap, so I just have the one in my right hand.
For purposes, the only thing is you have disadvantage on everything, which would also include your medicine checks. I'm sorry to actually point out.
Oh fuck yeah! I forgot all about that.
But you failed all of them anyway, so I haven't brought it up.
This is another meta talk. What's medicine in terms of this regard? Is medicine fixing yourself, or is it just pulling out an arrow out of your arm?
It's the same as it is in real life.
Yeah.
In our world.
Think of think of a nurse.
It could be
but
back in the day, it could be as simple as something pulling out an arrow. That's medicine.
Yep, that's medicine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Bandage,
Cool.
Medicine. Unless you have a magic spell essentially heal, which as a wizard you won't. But for you, if you want to stop a wound from bleeding, if you want to bandage, if you want to detoxify, you want to try and do something like that can happen in terms of healing someone without magic. Medicine is it. Now, medicine is not just this healing thing. but it's essentially done to stop you from dying further.
It's preventative, not a cure.
Correct. How long do I have the disadvantage for?
Until combat ends.
Okay, so for everyone on Twitch, sorry about that. It's my ignorance. I'm normally used to these players trying to kill me, not me trying to save them. So this is my ignorance.
So
normally, I'm participating in them killing me.
You've used your turn trying to heal again. You failed again. You're still bleeding.
Can I just ask, would second wind stop the bleeding?
Link it to me, please.
You have a limited pool of stamina you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. I don't really think it should, but all I was thinking is maybe use it when I'm like getting close to 0 if I can't fucking heal myself to keep going. I'll link it easy, unfortunately.
You have
you can. Cool.
Well,
did you just click the name? You clicked that.
It's a chat box, yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a well of stamina that lets you draw or protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your 5. Okay, so you won't be able to stop the bleeding, but you can regain it now if you want.
Yeah, I can stay alive. I won't use it yet.
You won't use it? Yeah, okay, cool. You can use it in conjunction with your medicine check to actually stop the bleeding, but the problem is you've got like a cog, wire, something hurting you there, taking this conceptual damage until the end of combat, mind you, and you also have disadvantage until the end of combat.
I'd also just like turn to the guys after this failed. Guys, I think I'm dying. Just kind of casually.
Hey guys, really good with the rats and all, but something's kind of fucked up, and I think I'm dying. All right, rat's turn.
I think I'm dying. Inside, I'm panicking.
Shebeard, you have an attack of opportunity as the rat closest to you runs in terror.
Oh, I'd love to take one.
Yep.
Attack of opportunity. What do I do here?
Just roll axe? Just great axe. See if you hit. Easy. So. Roll the damage.
But it means that I can't roll my modifier next turn, right?
Don't know what you mean by that. Can you elaborate?
Don't I?
This is your reaction. So if you refer to the table. No, don't worry about your attack.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about my rogue. I don't get sneak attack. I can't use it. Hang on, sorry.
Trust me on that.
That was just the reference. That was just because I know that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just roll this crap. Okay, 9 damage.
Yeah, okay. So as this rat tries to run away back to its other combatants, it dies as well. So there's just like 4 rat corpses around you, essentially, that should be it. 2 other rats get into your field of vision. The other rat that you just slew was trying to retreat back to this one. It's now your turn, Shebeard.
I'd like to just say, I've been pretty preoccupied with these rats, so I wouldn't really know what's going on with Ignacio right now.
Ignacio did yell out saying, look, he's pretty fucked. And
I didn't yell. So if he's in the heat of battle, if he doesn't think he heard me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I would have heard
it,
bro.
I'll take it.
All right.
So I think I would probably charge. Can I reach those guys in 30 feet?
Yeah, easily. Each square is 5 feet.
Okay, I'm going to run up to this one.
Yep.
And probably just whack him with my great axe.
Just give him a whacking. It's pretty much if you hit, you're killing him so far. Like, it's great. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh.
All right. 6. So this one is mortally wounded, but still alive.
If you made a claim in health insurance, you'd be on crutches.
Yeah.
Maybe a wheelchair.
Yeah. So whatever you think, just to rearticulate, mostly to Mark, is whatever you... And coffee, sometimes, as well. Whatever you think his hit points are, keep it to your fucking self. And don't look at my stream cuts.
I think it's 2 more.
Oh, wait.
So,
wait a
Shebeard,
minute.
do you have any other bonus action that you want to do?
Why have I not done this? Actually, wait a minute. I gotta do something.
It's almost your turn. But Shebeard, do you want to do anything else?
I gotta bring this up.
I think
I'd bonus action. The only bonus you have is rage.
Yeah. I've also got I've also got my other bonus is.
Come on, where is it?
You keep to yourself, Mark, until your turn.
No, it's not that. You're gonna love it.
Things. Okay, no. You can pile no.
Ignacio,
okay.
Foreskin. It's now your turn.
Ignacio,
No. Foreskin, it's now your turn.
Sorry.
You are 15 feet away from Ignacio, who's just yelled out in pain, saying like, or has just.
I know that.
Said,
I'm just waiting. I just resub, so I was waiting for the ooga, aga.
Yeah, Cthulhu Vertagen.
Yeah.
We will see. I love that fucking.
Okay, well I guess I'll mute Twitch now then. At this point in time, I would like to,
you know, and I'll help you out here.
Not do anything at all and just kind of retreat back to Ignacio.
Oh, okay.
He's in front of you, so you'd mean go forward to Ignacio.
Oh, is he front? Okay, I would like to retreat forward. Retreat forward to Ignacio and just use my action round to try and heal the fucking fire burden bastard.
You want to use your round to help him out?
Explicitly saying to myself that is not to him. That is to me being like, this burnt bastard needs some healing. And
okay, so let okay, yeah, you said the magic word medicine. So if you want to help him stabilize his wounds, roll medicine.
Yeah.
If you just say this guy needs some help, that's all you need to do. Nothing else.
And internally being like, you fucking burnt bastard.
Medicine 10. Oh my god, you are now stabilized. Ignacio, you no longer have to take it. You still have disadvantage, but you no longer take the damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
Awesome. At this point in time, let's cast magic missile with fucking Ignacio. And I just chill.
Okay, so for Mark, if you
I did sit there and like kind of just like, I hope you feel better. You feel better, man. And then call it day.
Just for reference, if you have the website still open showing you like what an action is and stuff like that, like the
No, I do. I was just playing the part.
Your action, yeah, that's fine. Your action would have been. Does it actually have it here? Like I would say that's like the improvise. So there we go. Now you say it, but my voice is silent. So yeah, Cthulhu Vertagen.
Oh, here it comes.
I can't hear it. Like it's not playing through my speakers. My sound's fucked. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm so sorry, but so much. Thank you so much there for fucking throwing that Twitch button.
I didn't hear it. Do you?
I know. I'm having sound issues currently. That's why I can't listen to any of the sounds you're playing on Roll20, and I don't have any sounds coming through SoundCloud or anything else as well. So, yeah, Cthulhu Vertagen. Yeah, Cthulhu Vertagen. That's for you.
Did I gift this up?
You didn't gift us up.
Thank God, I was like, I ain't got money for that.
Eddie is just like, boom, thanks for the sub, because he's a nice guy, and you know what, we're going to mod you as well if you're not mod. Okay, so you're now stabilized, Ignacio. You still have disadvantage on attack rolls, but it's now your turn.
Okay, I just stand up off my knees with my move action, and can't disadvantage me twice, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay.
I will shoot.
I wouldn't give you that either, because it's just half your movement.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm not actually forcing you down to your knees either.
All right, cool. I'll move a bit closer, but I don't know how I don't know how far away I was. I don't know. Am I gone?
You are 30 feet from
right.
the second target. So the edge of the border is 15 feet.
Okay. I'll get to the edge of the border then, like here-ish. And then
okay. You can move if you want. You can move.
How much further? Like I want to move
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
As close to this one as I can from where I was.
Okay, give me a sec. It's close to 15. Well, you're definitely in range. You can go here. And you're on your 30-foot range.
Okay. Well, doesn't fucking matter, does it? Also, I realized that this hasn't been adding my +2 archery fighting style. Because my dex is 4, my proficiency is 2, so it should be +5, and that's what it's been adding. Whereas it should be +7. Even though it says it on my sheet, it's just not added, and I went through my rolls to confirm that's the case. But I've added it now. If you want to review it later, well. we can do it after the game.
But, all right. Just give me a second.
Oh my god.
All right, posture check. Fuck you.
Hold on. Now it's adding the thingo. What did I change? Did I tick it or some shit? Okay.
You tick it.
That roll doesn't count because it's fucked. So just give me one more sec. Public roll. Disadvantage.
Can you just not do high?
So now it's adding the 2 properly. Thank God for that. I just had to tick it
for rogues as well. Yeah. You could just do the Minnie Mouse head until we end. You know that, right, Mark? But I appreciate.
Oh yeah, that's pretty man.
Honestly, I don't know what these channel points do, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
I want money.
Just make you suffer, I think.
All right, so I'm taking the second one. The second one hits, and you roll damage on the second one there, Eddie. Which one are you attacking? The one that's...
sorry. I was pinging this one.
Yeah, easy. All right, so that one's also mortally wounded but still alive.
So I yell out like a scream. I was like, ah! As I'm walking towards him and firing.
Yep. God, even with disadvantage, you still rolled really well.
Yeah, I lucked out. So glad that I fucked up the first rolls.
Yeah, that's... Anything else you want to do?
No. I'm glad I'm not dying anymore, though. Yeah, cool. That's it.
These rats on their last legs are gonna rush Shebeard. They're gonna take 2
beautiful
swings. One of them hits for 5 points damage there.
I will use my
Yep. Roll d12 plus 4. So essentially, your damage is mitigated. I'm gonna have a look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's what's it called again?
Yeah, what's the ability? It's not rage, unarmored defense, stone's endurance. You can focus yourself
stone's
to occasionally
yeah.
show endurance.
So d12 plus con. My con is
plus con.
3.
Your con's only 3. Okay, roll. And if you get a 1, you take 1 point damage. But
roll d12
plus 3.
Okay.
Super fun. So you shrug off the damage there. Moving forward, we've now got... Me getting all the run blows. Shebeard. You got 2 rats in front of you, Shebeard. Both mortally wounded.
I can make 2 attacks. It seems like using...
You can't do 2 attacks yet, unfortunately. Level 5. You can do 2 attacks at level 5, buddy. You just gotta hold out until level 5.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna donk one on the head with my fucking great axe.
Yep, go. Roll. That hits. No, that's you haven't rolled it yet.
You just said it hit, so...
Come on.
I think
that definitely fucking hits. Sorry, I really need to pee, so I'm a little bit distracted.
6?
Yeah, that dies as well. Which one were you attacking, left or right?
Let's say this one here.
Top or north or south? Yep, south. South dies. Yep, that's your turn. Unless you're gonna rage.
No, I'm probably not gonna rage.
Easy. Force kin, you are from the closest rat. 55, 30, about 60 feet away. A bit less.
Okay. 30, what are you
can walk 30 feet. You can walk 30 feet, which is pretty much right next to Ignacio there, and you'd be 30 feet away from this rat.
Okay. I feel 2 characters need. I'm still quite upset about the situation. Can I roll on random spell?
Yeah. I'm all for RNG, mate. You want to cast a random spell?
Yeah, Wild Mage.
I want to cast a random spell because he's just like, he's happy that he helped Ignacio. He's upset about his penis size. He just wants to be like, he wants to cast a Ray of Frost, but just kind of blabbers out something that's magical. What do I cast?
Yeah, give me. If you want to do it like 100% RNG, give me a D12. There's 11 spells in your list. Give me a D12.
Okay.
Or like roll 1D11 if you really want to be pedantic.
What do I cast?
Roll a 1D11 because that's actually a lot nicer. Hopefully it rolls a D11. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Find familiar. You don't have the components for that, so your spell fizzles.
Okay. So I guess on that option, I'd be like...
That's such a letdown because you have so many good spells.
I guess I just turn to my familiar and be like...
Yeah, you fucking
I apologize. You don't know this, but I may have killed you if you had a bigger penis than me, and just kind of be upset.
Oh yeah, radio cunt. Yeah, well, what do you want me to do? Like, I should fucking... Well, I'm just hanging around you. Yeah, fuck you, kid.
And then just glare at my fucking Sir Hawkers.
Alright, so Sir Hawkers is still right next to you.
So glare at Sir Hawkers, and that's my turn.
Alright. Ignacio, you're up. You no longer have to take any more damage.
I'm so glad about that.
Yeah,
I'll just shoot the same guy again, or attempt to.
Go for it. I gotta pee so bad. Please kill it. Yeah, you miss. Oh no, it's 11 plus
11.
2.
No,
it's 11.
No, it's the 9 plus 2 because I've got disadvantage.
Yeah, you miss.
All right. I'll use my bonus action.
Thank you.
To do it again. That's
there you go. Now,
14.
Trust me, you're gonna hit this. You're gonna do at least 1 point of damage.
Yes, I did. You're right. This is why you're the DM.
That's why I'm the DM. So I'm gonna take a quick piss. We're gonna end in about 10 minutes time. That is the end of combat. We're still wearing the Minnie Mouse ears. I'm gonna take a quick piss. We're gonna have a 1 minute break.
I nearly killed myself. This is bullshit.
Alright.
What a way to go! Fucking bleed out because you fucking rolled a 1.
And I'm retarded at healing myself. I can't use band-aids. BRB.
Yeah, I'm trying to piss as well, Mark. You're on your own here. You got to keep the stream rolling.
Fuck, here we go, boys. Let's go, boys. I'm upset about my penis size.
Oh my god, I'm alive.
Everyone's gone for a bio break, mate.
Yeah, everyone needs to piss. Well, it's a good turn right now. What do you want to do?
Is it my go?
We're out of combat, so you could take this if you don't mind me suggesting with the familiar. You kind of always play a natural scout. You could take the opportunity to learn more information.
Yeah, it's essentially what I will be looking at doing anyway. I'll delete that and just
roll a perception check with advantage.
100% just scout ahead.
Okay. So we're out of combat now.
Everything is within 100 feet.
Again, don't worry about the math because I will do that for you, Mark. Just be like,
I was working on this.
You could just be like, can I scout this? Can I scout my local area? And I'll tell you. I'll help you out. Don't worry. I'm not here to fuck you over. Your impression is I'm here to fuck you over.
Can I scout up to 13 in a round?
You can scout the whole map. This whole map here, the things literally of quote-unquote interest, you can scout. Roll advantage perception. Okay, after combat, boys. Good work. You killed 6 of these bad boy rats.
Sorry.
No, don't stress. We're going to end. There's like the rat corpses, mate. They don't carry gold bags on them. If you are that interested in rummaging through the rats, though, you can give me a investigation check.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
It's with advantage.
Investigation.
I know that, but still. Come
on. Yeah, give me an investigation then, Shebeard. And Ignacio, the corpses are down. What do you want to do?
Nothing.
You see Shebeard kind of rummaging through the corpses, just making sure. Foreskin's kind of in a bit of a trance. The bird. What's his name again?
Sir
Hawkers.
Yeah,
Sir Hawkers. Hawkers? Like a hawker? Yeah, okay.
Stephen Hawking.
Basically like Stephen Hawking, but Sir Hawker. Sir Hawker.
I guess while they're doing that, I'm going to move down to the building marked 1 stealthily.
Yep, stealth. You can all give me a general perception. So firstly, Foreskin, give me another perception for your bird.
Yep.
Shebeard and Ignacio, give me a perception.
Yeah.
Foreskin, give me that perception.
Woo.
And now, give me another perception there, Foreskin. This is for you personally.
Fucking
okay, cool.
Jesus.
Ignacio, yep, you're stealthy. All of you get the sensation as a group here. All of you get the sensation that there's nothing else kind of looming around, at least in your immediate vicinity. And your immediate vicinity, to help you out there, because you're all battle-hardened warriors, would probably be the whole map. You can't really hear, as it is right now, anything kind of rummaging along. Kind of listening. You're like listening intently. You're like, after heat of battle. It's pretty silent. Pretty silent.
And my hawk gives me nothing yet. Same thing.
I'll message you. So what do you two want to do? What does Ignacio and Shebeard want to do?
I assess out building 1.
I'll assess out building 2.
Sure. You walk through to it. It's pretty old and empty ruins there with pretty much no top. The top is collapsed into it. Most of these buildings are pretty empty from what you could see from a distance there, with their roofs caved in.
Okay. Shall we just... Well, if I see nothing in 2... Looks like 2's got 2 buildings.
Yeah, so far 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2, nothing from what you can see.
Just shitty rubble. Right.
I'm interested in 7 and 11. So...
What about? I don't know. Hey, Shebeard. I point at the house that's like number 3.
Yeah.
Just because it looks like it has like closed doors. And it looks less ruined.
Okay. Shall we go check it out?
Let's check it out.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you go to 3. Again, it's very similar there. Very old, ancient ruins. It's got stone walls, but the roof was something a little bit more fragile, probably wooden roofs there, collapsed in. Nothing really in either of the vicinities of 3, the entire of 3. You kind of see some like mold, some moss, some like a normal wind damage come through onto it. Everything that has been or was once useful has kind of been picked clean.
Okay, at this point in time, they were an earshot, aren't they?
As far as I'm aware, you're kind of like they're in earshot. Earshot's like 45, 50 feet. Like they're in earshot.
I feel at this point in time, hey guys, as my eyes turn from like that beautiful white, like oat-eating looking face
for the follow, my friend.
to back to normal, to being like, hey guys, you're not aware of this yet, but if you were to go straight east around 80 feet, Sir Hawkers, the fucking stupid bastard of a Hawkers, may or may not have a bigger penis than me, has reported human-like features within 80 feet of us.
Human-like figures?
Features. I'm not sure whether human or not. I'm not sure whether human or not.
Foreskin, you describe it as a bipedal humanoid figure.
Yeah.
That would be very very wizard of you.
Only glimpses of what appears to be human or may not be human, but it's transfiguring from a statue to a human.
Very strange.
Very strange indeed. Let's investigate.
The horse penis or the statue?
I'm not privy to those, to the former, but definitely.
If you like, we can go back to town. I can discuss with you about how. Oh, I'm pretty sure the horse has a bigger penis.
Okay, I'm sure I'm fine.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh yes.
Is it some kind of weird spell or creature that you're aware of, wizard?
All I know is it's a statue that may or may not be appearing to be of human essence. All I know is there's weird shit happening from 80 feet straight. It's east to us. Just somewhere in this vicinity. Somewhere this way.
The reason I'm asking, like Ignacio's asking like that, is because you could roll an Arcana check to see if what you've seen, like if it's a spell or some kind of magic being, to like find out more.
Yeah, I've given it to you, Mark.
Okay. Let's play it as a I should learn curve.
That's fine.
And roll the dice. I know for future reference, but let's
give me an Arcana check then. You're curious about what you've seen, see if it's a bit more.
No, I'm not curious. Let's play on the. For future reference, I'll remember that, but for now, let's just go with it.
Yeah. Okay, so for now,
at least I know for future reference that I can do that, and that falls on me to know to do that. But okay, it's a learning curve for myself.
Well, I'm gonna roll Arcana on because I may have what he's described. I could have heard a tale or something. I have a knowledge of magic. I'm just not proficient in it. That any skill check, you don't need proficiency to roll.
That's fine. What he's describing though is so general. Like,
yeah, that's all right. Just give me disadvantage.
Human finger. Sure. Like I'll argue that. That's fine. Disadvantage.
Six.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, like it's as he's described. Some bipedal humanoid-shaped creatures were spotted in the center near the statue.
Yeah. I don't recall ever hearing anything of that.
Yeah. And sometimes you actually need proficiency to actually do things.
I guess at this point in time, I'd be like, I turn to Ignacio and be like, do you think it's magical?
Aren't you the wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you think? Do you think it's magical or no? I'll just charge on forward. What's your opinion? How do we approach this situation? And kind of like glance at Sheeby at the same time, being like, how do we approach the situation?
I can run in with the great axe.
Great idea. So Sheeby charges in and we play safe.
It could be some kind of demon. Maybe we should be a bit cautious. But it's up to you guys.
Exercise caution. Sounds pretty lame.
Should we put it to a vote?
Wait, sorry. Did you say demon?
Could
Demon's
be.
not gambling. I love a good demon.
That's devils.
No,
Yeah,
devils are evil.
devils are evil. Demons like gambling. Demons like contracts. Demons are lawyers. Devils are sociopaths. Think about it like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you think it's a demon, wait. Do you think they got money?
Then won't they just kill us?
That's the devil.
Lay us in hell for all eternity.
Well, it could be a devil too. I don't know what it is.
You sold me. It's a demon. Let's go. And then just charge straight forward.
I don't know. We got to put this to a vote. That's how this party works.
And I vote caution.
I vote caution.
I vote.
It doesn't matter.
Your vote doesn't matter.
I have a I turn to the guys and be like, I have a serious gambling problem, and I have a bone to pick with demons, and I know that a demon loves a good gamble.
Look, if we approach and we work out it's a demon, we can go from there. But
before we kill, can we please make sure that he wants to gamble?
I'm sure. Okay.
Can we work up?
It's gonna happen.
Who's here? Can I be the bait? I need to be the bait. I need to know that I love a good gamble. I reckon we could turn him.
Well,
look, I got caught, lost on the gamble. I reckon I can redeem myself.
How about we hide in some bushes while he approaches and we just watch what happens?
That's a man with a plan.
That way
should we if I want to approach, can we create a hand signal and compete like a 2 fingers up or 2 fingers down or like a thumbs up or a middle finger? Or even like what I hear in the future was the Spock.
How about if you start bleeding, we'll intervene?
Yeah, I like the sound of that one.
I've only lost one gamble being in this realm. I like my odds.
Okay. You're the boss.
So give me something that I can actually actuate to. What do you guys want to do? I've given you a blue or a cyan square in which you've currently discovered.
Yeah.
Mark, you know things. What do you guys want to do?
I think he's going to
walk over there.
Yeah, we're going to walk towards the statue and we're going to like hang back and hide in the bushes up ahead while he moves in and approaches it.
I reckon this is to Eddie and Shebeard. So Ignacio and Shebeard is, how about we anger you guys self off? Because I know that there's nothing between us and the statue that if you guys can take an angle from left and right and I approach face on and we go from there.
I'm the least stealthy, so I'll go around building 7.
How do you approve? Aye or nay?
Yeah. I guess I'll go like down this way.
We're good.
So from what I'm hearing is you want to do it cautiously, but still kind of like poke the hornet's nest is what I'm hearing. You guys are like, there's something bad, big bad. I want to go look it out, but we got to do it cautiously.
I think Shebeard and me will stealth, right?
Yeah.
Give me
They stealth ahead, and I approach with the intention of like I have that appearance of like I've dealt with you guys before. Let's have a gamble.
I've moved your characters. Is that what you would see? Like taking the 2 advantage points?
Yeah, I want to be like maybe.
You want to
where the star is where this thing is. That's where Mark is trying to describe this star, like literally the star.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you the best vantage points that I can see to help you out.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nice and merciful DM.
That's what.
Sheepy, give me a stealth roll.
Okay, I gotta give you a stealth. Oh god.
Pray for Shebeard. Please shield mother. Please shield mother.
Oh my god, these rolls, bro. Fuck.
Alright. I assume 10 o'clock was the nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I gotta go to bed.
Foreskin, you see in this statue here is of... It's kind of like rubble at the moment. It's mostly like lopped off, decapitated. All you kind of see is really like the statue base. A statue would be stretching it, to say the least. It's been like, maybe thousands of years or hundreds of years at least since the statue's been here. What you can see, though, is stairs at the foot here.
Oh, okay. So nothing appearance in the sense of hand movement or gestures.
There's no
nothing.
one or no thing. As you approach it, there's no one or no thing kind of sitting around there. Whatever was or whatever will be has descended through the staircase, going underneath this statue there.
Oh, so it's like a spiral staircase.
Yeah, sure.
None of your business. What is it? Does it look like a spiral staircase?
Sure. I like the spiral staircase.
Yeah. I guess at that point in time, I'd start a fire and log off.
We want to end it right
Call it
here?
night.
You're kind of like the lead man on this, the trigger man here, Foreskin.
I know, but I think because it's 10 o'clock, we call it a night.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think
So
let's
we'll
call
leave
it
there then.
at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
No.
Because
Well,
you are
you guys can stay there. I've got plans.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay.
We can shoot you from here. It's fine.
Yeah. So the two of you don't see any other trouble as you kind of walk your way through. It's pretty eerie, pretty quiet. The sun slowly ticks on as you go through, and Foreskin moseys his way up to the statue.
I don't do that.
More of a
I do not do that at all.
Okay.
I stand in front. I stand like where I am right now, looking at the statue, seeing a staircase,
That's
and
fine.
in
You
no respect at all to what's going on around me, be like, boys, it's just a fucking staircase. My bad.
Yeah, sweet. Walking confidently up towards this statue, as you get closer and see the staircase as you are at the distance from where you are currently, you yell out to the other boys, it's just a staircase, it's fine. And we'll end the session there, my friends.
Yeah. And everyone dies.
All right, sweet.
Should have done a trap
Good
test.
hustle.
Good hustle. Well, thank you everyone for joining. We'll figure out what the next session is. It's going to be a very random one, and hopefully we don't fucking mute it like last time, because that's my
That was a good hour. That was a solid hour, I reckon.
A solid hour and a half of unmuted content. You can hear the muted content on YouTube as we'll post it there. We'll probably have something within the next 10 days is what we're aiming for. So thanks everyone for joining. Thanks everyone. We will be doing, hopefully, as well, some Baldur's Gate 2, some reenactment with Foreskin, the fucking murder hobo, and eventually we'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3 beta playthroughs as well. But for now, if you're interested in D&D, come join us again. Notifications are going to be very random, so if you do want to be notified, hit the follow. It allows it, because we have no schedule. It's all fucking random. At least in this point in time. Numerous things, but within the next 10 days, we hope to have another one. For now, have a nice night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good time.
Have a beautiful time.